If you're surprised to see me play Minecraft again, well then you aren't alone. I wasn't planning to play Minecraft until the first season of Capper, which unfortunately didn't happen, and now it's too late for it. So instead of that, I decided that I will try something new to get back into the groove of making videos. Before anyone calls me out, I will do it myself. This video format is very inspired, if not directly copied, from Zilius, which some of you may know as DoshDoshington. I really like Dosh's content and I admire him a lot. Unlike Dosh, I won't play Factorio, but I'll play mod in Minecraft because that's the only thing I can apparently do, except for playing DRG. Now that I explained how we got here, we shall decide what to play. Let's see. Eh, kind of overrated in my opinion, but still good. But unfortunately that will be a no. Another one of those carpal tunnel blocks. No thanks. Oh, this one. I would rather listen to Redditude, to be honest. I think I need to go a bit further and deeper in. Oh, this one has a bit of dust on it. Old enough to not be mainstream, but also not forgotten. Absolutely perfect for me. But let's actually play the pack now. The game decided to give me a decent spawn in the plains biome with some forest and mountains nearby. I started chopping down some trees as per the usual Minecraft start. I forgot to mention that I'll be playing the expert mode since I find it more fun and the quest book was made for it. I don't know if remembering the command after a year of not playing is good or not, but I will say it is. As per the expert pack tradition, we don't have access to vanilla tools and have to go with the Tinker's ones. Not many issues there since I would make Tinker's stuff anyway. Since it is 1.7.10, this means we have Tinker's Construct 1. What does that mean? Well, a lot of things. Mostly that the workbench multi-block doesn't exist, parts unreplaceable, so we are stuck with the tools we make. Manualin is super OP, and we have Traveler's Gear, which I like a lot. But we don't have access to that yet, because, well, we just started. I make a flint pickaxe to mine some cobblestone so that I can make a furnace, but instead of focusing on my objective and the quests, I decide to explore so I can find a better location for at least my starter base. Just on top of the mountain I spawn next to, I find a Thaumcraft obelisk occupied by Crimson cultists. I will need it in the future, so I mark it and try to avoid it so I don't attract their attention. I never really played with Thaumcraft 4, so I'm very excited about it, and it's also one of the reasons why I picked this pack. A few hundred blocks away from the obelisk, I found a village. I'm hesitant to loot it since inventory space is precious and I can't waste it. I would love to take this Tomonomicon, but I decided against it. It's cheap to make anyway. Luckily for me and my inventory slots, I find an immersive engineering house which spawns a couple of treated wood crates around it. If you aren't familiar with these, they are essentially shulker boxes but way cheaper. Perfect for your early game struggles. Funnily enough, there wasn't that much loot to take in the end, so I don't really needed that space. But I took some carrots and potatoes just to have them so I can have more food. After some time, I found another village. This one had more crates and not so impressive chests. But I did take the bookshelves and seared bricks. They aren't that expensive, but I'm too lazy to craft them. And nearly right next door there was another one. Unfortunately, I only now remember that furnaces are a bit expensive. But it isn't worth going back to the previous villages. Oh, these flowers I'm collecting? Yeah, I thought I could make a flower band, but unfortunately it was removed from So Plenty. I don't know when this happened, and yes, I am very sad about it. Oh hey, it's one of my favorite biomes from Biome So Plenty. Thanks to my younger self wasting time on parkour maps and minigames, I don't have trouble traversing it. This place looks rather nice. I might return here if I don't find a better place. Oh, this one has pretty grass color. Oh hey, it also has barley. From my experience, this stuff is a lifesaver. Early game food is an issue and barley solves it. Making bread doesn't take free wheat anymore, and instead it is changed into a rather complicated process for the early game. But barley still has this recipe, and thanks to AgriCraft we can essentially print barley, which means we get lots of bread. Anyway, I'm tired of walking and these scrappy tools. Time to set up a small camp of operation to make some proper tools and equipment. Let's start with the tools first. Since you can't make better parts than stone in the part builder, we need to make a smeltery. So I make a shovel and go gather some resources for grout. Thanks to the seared stone I stole from the villages, I don't have to make as much grout. Here's some clay, gravel, and sand. Oh wow, I think my temporary camp location will be my permanent base location, because this looks gorgeous. Oh hey, some aluminum gravel ore. This will be useful soon. And by soon I mean right now. Here is some grout, seared bricks, seared tank, a controller, drain, and that is one quest completed. Here goes the most primitive smeltery ever. That isn't half bad to be honest. Well, time to put it to work. First thing we need to make are casts, and for that we need aluminum brass. We can make it with a melting recipe in the smeltery with 3:1 ratio of copper and aluminum respectively. But for some reason my stupid brain thought that it is 4:1, so I made way more aluminum brass than I needed just to fix my mistake. Anyway, time to put it to good use I guess. I make several casts for some of the basic tool parts. And time to actually make those tools. I would usually make the tools entirely out of iron because, well, it's cheap to get, easy to get, and also not that expensive to repair the tools. But I decided to go with iron heads and rest from steel. They are practically the same except steel is reinforced 2 while iron is reinforced 1. You might think the reinforced 2 is not that important, but it makes a difference in the long run since it's basically unbreaking. And if you think this decision is bad, well, I don't care, I already did it, and I got the steel for free anyway, so it isn't that big of a loss anyway. Anyway, time for a mining montage. Well, that's a healthy amount of resources. It might not look like that much, but that's because I'm not finished. I came back just to empty my inventory and resupply. Also, I found these berry bushes. Not the fruit kind, but the ore kind. If you don't know what these are, it's probably because they are only available in Tinker's Construct 1. They are just bushes that grow ore nuggets. You can find iron, copper, aluminum, gold, and XP bushes in the caves. I will definitely be using those to make a farm since it's very easy. Anyway, back underground I go. This time there is no montage, mostly because I'm only looking for diamonds. I really need those so I can upgrade my pickaxe, so I can get obsidian, so I can go to the nether, so I can get cobalt and ardite, so I can get manual, so I can get better and most probably permanent tools. Ugh. Since I insisted on caving and thanks to my luck, I couldn't find any. I explored nearly the entire cave system and still nothing. Don't worry, I'm not strip mining, only digging into nearby cave. Not like it helped me since I still didn't get any. Although, thanks to my brain, I remembered to pick up obsidian parts in the tinker's houses, so I should be able to melt them and make elemite that way. While on my way to get more obsidian parts, I made an important discovery. The flower crown is present in Biome So Plenty for 1.7.10. It's just named flower band, not crown. With that information in mind, I collected all the flowers I needed, which were conveniently right below my feet, and I made a band. It looks wonderful. Anyway, back to Elemite. I sealed the additional parts to make the alloy. I had some trouble because I left a mess in the smeltery, but I easily dealt with it. Oh look, I got the ratios correctly. Well, I guess I'll make a full pickaxe since I won't need this alloy ever again. With my new tool, I mined some obsidian in order to make a portal. I've actually miscalculated, so I had to return back to the caves to get 2 more pieces because I insisted on having a 3x3 portal with corners. Sometimes I make myself mad. Anyway, with that I will have to end the episode. Not because of a cliffhanger or anything like that, but because of my laziness. Since this is an expert pack, flint and steel actually requires steel. And that's several more hours of playtime, and I want this video out already to see some response and if this is actually interesting and stuff. So yeah, goodbye for now.